Welcome back to another episode of Raving and Reviewing. My name is R, and this is my co host V.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Today we're back reviewing another episode of Marvel's What If, Episode 8, What If Ultron Won?
Mm-hmm. Good one. I thought this was a good setup for the last, I'm assuming, episode next week.
Yeah, this is the first real, two-parter episode, I'm assuming. It's not
Yeah,
clear, but I'm assuming this is a two-part episode. This has to be.
yeah. This can't end on the cliffs that they've been ending all the other ones on. I'm guessing now everything is gonna get tied into this last episode, which I'm hoping is a long one. The next episode.
Yeah, I mean, this was the shortest episode yet. I think it was less than 30 minutes. I mean, with credits and everything, it was
Yeah.
30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But it was good. It's the first episode I thought that was actually meaningful. Whereas the other ones, like the Killmonger one, I didn't really was like this just is useless to me. And the last one where I thought it was good, but didn't if I didn't have it, I wouldn't miss it.
Yeah, I think we liked this one because it was lighthearted, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that was like the last one they gave us where you're gonna get a couple of giggles. It wasn't serious.
Yeah.
After this episode, and then I think the finale is gonna be a little bit more intense.
Yeah, I think
I'm all for.
Yeah, I think I'm actually excited for this finale. And then this episode had some good moments. I mean, I think seeing Ultron back again is great. I mean, I feel like a lot of people didn't really like Age of Ultron, whereas I did.
Yeah, and I think we enjoyed that movie.
We got more new movies. It even built and made Ultron even stronger as a movie. After seeing.
Wait, side note, is that the movie we saw where they had literally sweet?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that was a fun movie to watch.
I don't know. We had big lounging sofas, which was like a 3 feet seat for each person. It was huge.
It would go all the way back. It was so cool.
We could never get that seat again. I don't know what they did with that theater.
I don't know. But yeah, that was a fun movie. I think we really enjoyed it when we watched it in the theaters too.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. I don't know if maybe there's some people didn't like that it was long, and then the Thor situation where he was seeing visions and stuff, and then it was kind of messy in the middle, but I think it worked, and it was the great introduction to Wakanda, pretty much, of vibranium is coming from Africa here, and then Vision, Wanda, and Quicksilver all started there. I mean, I think it's a pretty solid movie as far as for the whole MCU. It's pretty solid. Yeah. And then seeing him again, it sucks. It's not Robert California's voice.
It's not.
But it's
the
close.
Voice is
it
weird.
Is pretty good. No, I think it's pretty good.
I didn't think it was like him at all, honestly. I was like, this sounds nothing like him.
I actually thought they would do a thing where the Paul Bettany's voice would actually be mixed with the two.
That's what it felt like to me. It was all than Robert California, Ultron.
Yeah. I mean, it's not either of them. It's somebody else.
It sounded a little weird. It did. I mean, it wasn't that distracting, but I did. That was the first thing I noticed. Is it doesn't really sound like Ultron. I didn't mind it. Honestly, I didn't mind it.
No, it is also good. I like seeing Ultron having more Vision. Than just Vision Ultron, the Supreme Ultron, or whatever they're calling him. Supreme Leader Ultron. I don't know if they gave him a name or anything, but or I think his name in the comics is Ravager or something.
Oh, okay.
It could be. I could be misremembering that. Yeah. But no, it's cool to see that. It's cool to see him kill Thanos in 1 second. That was funny.
That was funny. He just split him in half. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe we have let Ultron win.
I mean, maybe we should have let we see how weak Vision is. Vision is the strongest thing there is. And they don't really let him be. Just
that's because he's tied up on Wanda. Even in the zombie episode, he just he lets his, I guess, heart, for lack of a better, make all the decisions for him. Meanwhile, he's the smartest brain in the world. Come on, dude. What are you doing?
Yeah. It's I guess they gotta downplay his powers for to make it
Wanda.
balance. Like how are you gonna get like a Hawkeye, which is like the funny thing, they let Hawkeye and Black Widow, the two surviving Avengers, fight like all the vibranium robots. I mean, these are like basic Ultron like bots, but still like his arrows aren't doing shit to them.
No,
and it's funny,
how did he survive?
Keep,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just always funny like seeing like them two. And then I think in the movie he references it when he has to like give the pep talk to Wanda, like he's like, I'm a guy with a bow and arrow fighting robots.
Yeah.
He's
yeah.
like, what am I gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because in this episode he was kind of like a downer, a Debbie Downer. Mm-hmm. Don't try to make this fun. Like it's not working. Like, yeah, I did like the lady who did Natasha's voice though.
Yeah, I thought that was way better.
Sounds spot on.
Yeah, I think the look. So like when we got the other Black Widow episode, well, not the other, like when the Avengers died episode, like the long-haired Black Widow.
Yeah,
this one actually looked like, I don't know if it's the same, but this one looks like real Scarlett Johansson, like how she looked in the movies.
Yeah.
At least during the events of like Age of Ultron.
Mm-hmm.
I think they both did pretty well, I think.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool they went to Russia and then she got to find like the Red Guardian shield.
Yeah.
Like that was kind of cool, like a reference to her movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then them going to see Zola's like his whatever remains of his computer and like Zola's algorithm. It's cool to see that reference, but at the same time, like
nothing happened with it.
Like this guy's computer from like 50 years ago, his code is not going to break Ultron.
No, like, which it didn't do, right?
It broke one of them.
Yeah, but that wasn't. I was like, okay, so
it was weak. Like I think it's weak for sure. But
it was weak.
I guess that's like something they could use for a while, like every time of like Zola's algorithm. Last time in Winter Soldier helped them like break something.
Honestly, I thought it was more of like to get the fans excited and a good reference to like.
I mean, Zola's a big fill-in.
Yeah. Didn't do anything for me.
No, not really. I think that was definitely like a cool like just reference. And then the Watcher, he finally did something.
that was where I think the episode really like shined.
Yeah. I was like, his lazy ass is finally doing something.
He's finally doing
after
something.
8 episodes.
I like how he even like Ultron kind of realizes it as he. So I was like really confused at like the tense they were using because the Watcher is telling a story, right? Beginning, he goes, even this story, like this one breaks my heart. And I'm like, is he talking in past tense, present tense, future tense? I can't figure out what's going on. And then, especially when like Ultron figures out that, oh, someone's talking and explaining what's going on. He figures out, oh, it's the Watcher and there's universes beyond this one. Then I'm like, I'm now really confused as to, is he kind of like the Watchman where he knows everything that's going on?
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. He's not. I don't think he is. Or maybe, I mean, I was kind of reading about his Wikipedia of like, what are his powers? So what is the extent of the Watcher's powers?
Yeah.
Because there's more than one Watcher. That's just like a being.
Okay.
And this Uatu is like our Jeffrey Wright, the guy who's voicing it, is like the one we're seeing. But I think there's a whole race of beings that do this thing where they watch. And then I guess part of their race is like they don't interfere.
Okay.
And I'm assuming like in the comics, like he watches like the Fantastic Four more often, like instead of Avengers, like that's what he's known for. Where like,
is it okay? So that's kind of how he was first introduced, I'm guessing.
I don't know how he's first introduced, but like he watches like things that go crazy wrong with the Fantastic Four stories, and like he would interfere there, and then like his race would like ban him from like being a part of their group or something. So it's I didn't look enough to say like that's what's gonna happen. I would think like probably something like he's gonna have to interfere with Ultron, and then when he does alter this timeline or something, the other like Watchers will come and say like, we're gonna take away your powers or ban you to Earth
because he broke the rules.
Yeah, something like that would happen.
Okay.
But there's no backstory or anything on him, which is kind of sucks. Like we don't know anything about him from just watching the show.
Okay.
Like he's just in Guardians for 1 second, like one of the backgrounds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
like the Stanley cameo, like
Watchers.
the Watchers were on that planet.
Yeah.
Um,
He's okay. I always thought it was just him. I'm guessing
there's a bunch of them, I guess.
okay. Okay. All right. I mean, honestly, as long as he does something, because the whole time he was just describing what was going on, and at first I'm just like, okay, that's gonna be his only role.
When you just said the Watchmen, like the Doctor Manhattan
Dr. Manhattan, yeah, that's what
comparison,
mm-hmm.
that's when it kind of just clicked right now. I didn't think to compare. Yeah, I guess he is a Doctor Manhattan of Marvel.
Okay.
Because he can see everything at all
times.
times.
Marvel copies everything from. Nothing is original, I guess, anymore. I can't blame.
I mean, I don't ever seen any comparisons, but when you said that, it kind of clicked to me that like he is watching every story, and that's what Dr. Manhattan does. He's listening at all times.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan's everywhere all the time in all time, right? Oh,
except that, I mean, spoilers for Watchmen.
Well, yes, please.
Whatever, when he can't see, and maybe
when he's in the tunnel. Again,
yeah, when he's in the tunnel. Metaphor. Yeah. And I think, yeah, maybe he'll be banished to be in the tunnel, like he's on Earth or something.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's like, what are they gonna do next? Like, he's just gonna stop Ultron? Like, is Ultron
not succeed?
Like Ultron has destroyed Earth, whatever current Earth that he was on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then, like, is he gonna go plan to destroy every other Earth?
That's what it's starting to seem like. Then that's what they're gonna try to stop next episode.
Yeah, and then it's like, how does this compare to what's going on in Loki? Like,
yeah, I don't understand that. What is this? The whole singularity nonsense with the multi-universe now why isn't TVA getting involved in this?
That's what I've been seeing online a lot of, like, how can he use the stones outside of his?
Yeah. So in my head, I'm like, is the multi-universe different than the multi-timeline? Is it two different things, or is that the same thing?
I don't know.
Right? Okay.
It's confusing. It's not clear, because then, like, the Nexus Point thing also gets me, like, from the Doctor Strange episode, which I thought was so annoying, where it's the Christine dies. This is the Nexus Point, but in our main actual 616 Earth, she doesn't die. That's not even the Nexus Point. Like, she wasn't in the car. Like, that already breaks that. And then someone else is like, oh, the Nexus Point of all Earths is that Iron Man dies, because he died in 3 episodes so far.
Oh,
and he dies on our Earth too. Yeah, like, that's probably like the finite point in the universe, probably, like
that
Iron
is
Man
a good
dies.
one. That is a good one, because that was such a big deal even in Endgame. So I could foresee Marvel making that a Nexus Point, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Good theory. I like that one.
But here, like, I don't see how they can, like, make it matter when it's like they broke the timeline, shattered it in Loki, and then here, what are they planning to do going
What's
forward?
happening? Like, what's getting shattered here? Yeah.
It's Ultron is doing something huge.
Right.
And will it follow up in another season, or will it follow up in, like, a movie consequence?
I think the biggest question is, how is this gonna, like, trickle down into, like, the more big budget movies and series? Because obviously What If is, like, just an animated one.
Yeah.
But similar to, like, and again, I hate bringing up DC, but, like, DC had what is it, the Black Vixen and all these other, like, comic.
Oh yeah, they did that. They did Vixen and, like,
and that kind of did trickle into, like, the main, like, DC.
Yeah, like her like they started Vixen 6 episodes as a cartoon, and then she came live action in Arrow and Flash, like the crossover or something, and then she became a serious character in Legends, like a main cast.
Yeah, and I foresee, because this is such a big event, the stuff that happened in Loki, I foresee some of that affecting what's gonna happen to the, like, main movie MCU.
Mm-hmm.
But I just can't foresee them keeping track of all of this. We were already getting confused with Loki and What If, and they were back to back almost, right? So
yeah. I mean, it's
getting convoluted.
I think, like, what the expectations kind of get, it's like we are expecting it to matter somewhere else.
Yeah.
And it's like, we need to respect it as a standalone thing, because that's what happened in WandaVision for sure, where it's like, we need Doctor Strange here. None of that happened.
Yeah.
And that scene was filmed. That scene was filmed or written, at least. But they even understood, we want this to be a standalone thing.
Yeah.
And they probably should have just said out loud, like, Doctor Strange's not in this don't get your hopes
Don't
up.
get excited.
The same
Yeah.
as for Spider-Man. Like, if Toby and Andrew aren't there, they should just tell us now, because the
Yeah.
internet's gonna
But
like hate
if
it.
they ruin it, and maybe they like some people might be like, oh well, then it's not worth seeing, right? They want to make sure they're not, disheartening fans from going to see the movie or watching the TV shows, right?
I mean,
So
people will see this no matter what. I don't think
I
anyone
mean,
will
these
stop
dudes
seeing
are
this.
filming fake scenes with actors just so
They do that.
don't get out, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think they're gonna say anything that could potentially be a spoiler.
I mean, for people that are like, movies aren't doing good. Even Venom is killing it right now.
Killing
Venom
it.
is
Well,
like, no, Venom is doing better than Shang-Chi almost, I think.
whoa, really? Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, the things are opening back up, dude. Like COVID was really
Yeah, I mean 1 month difference,
factor.
but still, like,
Yeah.
I think it's doing really good for what it's like for movies
Yeah.
wise.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope it doesn't beat Shang-Chi though, because that was a good
No, I think it's doing good,
shine.
but I don't think it will beat that. It's
Okay,
beating
I
Black
hope-
Widow for sure.
Oh yeah. It needed to beat that movie. That was not a good movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
Well,
Wasn't good.
I mean, we don't know if Venom 2 is good or not either.
Yeah, that is a good point. That is a good point.
No, this show, I think, if it can stand on its own, like 9 episodes, I don't think it works, because like, I think half the episodes we didn't like or didn't love.
Yeah. We didn't
but
love
if this
a lot
last
of them.
two have like a lasting impact of like it's season 2, I
Yeah.
think we'll be happy.
Yeah.
Like at least this episode alone, I'm pretty happy with where we are, like breaking multiverse. But there's still no
Yeah.
rules about what the Watcher can do and what can't he do. And
Yeah, but I think we'll find more out in the next episode, right? Like this
I
was
would hope. I would.
set up. But I think our other fear is that they don't have enough time to wrap all the stories
Yeah,
up that
yeah.
left open, or they won't do it as well because there's a time constraint, right? So
Yeah, I would hope this is an hour, but I bet we
I don't
get
think so.
35 to 40 minutes only.
yeah, nothing they've done so far has been an hour, so I don't foresee this being. I think
Falcon was, I think, like an
45.
hour, one episode
maybe one episode
with credits. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not putting too much hope into the last one, only because I think, well, there is going to be a season 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they might not wrap everything up, and then season 2 might not be quite as long as 9 episodes, but they're going to continue some of these stories. That's my guess.
Yeah. Do you think we get a post-credit scene?
Yes. Next episode, yes.
Do
I'm
you think
hoping.
it's live action?
Oh my God, that'd be awesome. Stop
You
getting
think-
my hopes up, damn it. You always do this, and then nothing happens. Nothing
What if
happens.
it's Doctor Strange, like the evil Doctor
Oh.
Strange and Captain Carter in their
I'm
suits?
I'm in. God, that would be so good. That would be so
Yeah.
good. I don't know though. I don't think so. I like you said, I think they really want to make these kind of standalone as well.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they're not going to try to put too much in it. Because like when you think about it, we're talking about like Spider-Man popping up in these other movies now. I think Marvel's, if they try to do too much, they're going to start faltering. And I think they know that. They're smart. So I think they might, with these series, just keep it tight-knit and finish it within a season or two. My guess.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're only 1 year in to this TV show thing.
Yeah.
And like they have plans for like the next 4 years of TV shows and movies. So like
Right.
it's like 4 movies a year with 4 shows, and it's like it's a lot.
There's a lot going on. But this was a really good setup. I like the end as well. Like I'm glad that Doctor Strange kind of popped in. Like this episode was so depressing. So I'm kind of glad that you get to see him a little bit more hopeful, and he's kind of a little snarky at the end. And I think he's going to be a big deal on the next episode. So I'm excited to see that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think they gather anybody else in that episode on one
Yeah, I
of these
think
episodes?
all these end credit scenes that we're seeing, I think they're going to go through all the multiverses and pull like Captain Carter out. Maybe Thor. You were saying maybe Thor's already dead, but I'm hoping Thor comes in. Who else? Hawkeye and like from the other universes, right? The whole.
Well, the Hawkeye that's still alive, the Hawkeye and Black Widow.
Yeah, those two. And I think. Oh, Black Widow. Is she?
I guess the Hawkeye just died in this episode, but Black Widow's
yeah.
alive.
Yes.
You think Chadwick Boseman recorded anything for this?
I hope he has a last episode. I do.
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty happy with the zombie episode, his ending. That
Yeah,
was really well
yeah,
done. I mean, they killed
yeah,
him in the Killmonger episode, which I didn't
yeah.
like,
We
but
didn't like that.
I could see the Killmonger, him
But
coming back in some like part, maybe something.
yeah, yeah. Did he die in the episode he was in? Can't even remember.
No, Killmonger becomes like the king of Wakanda,
Oh, that's right.
or
That's right.
he gets like blessed with the bug with the suit, Black
Hmm.
Panther suit.
Hmm. But
And
he's
then
still
like the
evil,
space,
remember?
yeah, he's still evil
Yeah.
when
Oh,
you're using evil Doctor Strange,
and then yes, T'Challa
Captain Carter.
goes to Pepper Potts. Yes, that's how it ends.
Yeah, sure, he talks to Pepper Potts.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's some continuation with everything where it ended. When cliffhanger, I think is all gonna get tied up in the last episode. I don't foresee them leaving anything open because that'd just be silly. There'd be no reason for it unless they're doing
What about like the
half
space
season 2.
Chadwick Boseman, the Star Lord in space?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's been a couple of Chadwick. He went back to
He was in 3 episodes. All they
yeah.
end of the episode was they went to Wakanda.
Yeah. So maybe there'll just be a bunch of like Black Panther like
That would be funny if you got Shuri.
that'd be really nice. I hope he was able to
Yeah.
anything can happen really next episode. I just hope they don't leave too many things and open-ended. But I hope they leave enough for there to be an excited like viewership of the next season. Because so far this show was kind of meh. I think I'd put it probably
the lowest
or tier, not last. Not last. That's still Falcon for me. Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I think there were so many episodes that were good, but like just the end of the story was like it kind of ruined it for me. Yeah. Well, with What If, because these are different stories. Yeah, there was a couple of episodes that weren't good. There's some that were really good, and if they end it well, I think it'll be okay.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I definitely say like I would say this is lower than Falcon for me just because of the March 4 episode. I think that alone
that
was better than anything we've seen here.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, that's better than anything we've seen. Most of these MCU shows might have not been as hyped up as we thought. Although Loki was really good. Loki was very good.
Yeah, Loki was good.
Yeah. WandaVision, I think we kind of that
overhyped it.
Expectation. Yeah, that managed our expectation into really enjoying the rest of these shows. But
I mean, I have good expectations for Hawkeye after this trailer.
Oh, that trailer looked good. We were excited after the trailer.
Christmas theme. Yeah. The rumors of Kingpin.
I hate you because you always do this to me. You hyped me up before we started recording the podcast, and you're like, Kingpin maybe might be popping up, and
that's the new rumor for this week, where Deadpool. I mean, not Deadpool.
Daredevil.
Deadpool may show up somewhere. No, what's his name? Daredevil. He's rumored to come back for season 4 on Disney Plus. And I don't see any sources really, so I don't believe it. At least like if it's happening, it's not happening till like 2024.
Either way, I hope if it does, they continue with the cast and they continue with the storyline Daredevil was one of the best MCU show on that whole Netflix kind of all the Marvel shows they were doing.
I think season 1 of all of them were good except for Iron Fist.
Punisher. Okay, I was like, don't say Punisher. We're gonna have
no Punisher. Season 1 was great.
Yeah, season 2 wasn't bad either, but season 1 was so much better.
Yeah, season 1 was great. I think Luke Cage season 1 was really good. Jessica Jones season 1 and 2 was really good.
Yeah.
I think half of Luke Cage season 1 was really good.
Yeah. Okay. Kill Pops, I was out. It's like I'm dipping.
That's first episode.
I know. I loved him. He was so cool.
I was thinking about that. I was like, man, that first episode was so good.
You know when I watched it? I watched it right after Trump won. Really not in the mind space to watch it because I was like, everything is not. It's all depressing.
And then they killed Pops.
And I was like, I can't do this. I'm too emotional right now. So yeah, no, I'd give Luke Cage another try. I
haven't watched season 2, but
oh really?
No, I never finished. I started, but
okay. Was he in
I
the
mean,
Defender?
I didn't watch Defenders either.
Okay,
I
you
did.
didn't
I
watch
did
that.
start it, but it was so bad that I was like, I
Okay,
can't do
okay.
this.
Yeah, I tried it too. I couldn't watch it.
I'd say if I was gonna watch anything right now, Marvel, it would be the Agent Carter, just because she is gonna seem like she's gonna be relevant again.
Really important. Yeah, yeah.
I mean, not that much, but like just this. I remember it being good back like 5 years ago.
Okay. I tried watching the other one. What was it called?
Shield.
Shield. Yeah, I couldn't get into that one. But I heard.
People say season 2 and 2 to 5 were really good.
Yeah, I heard the season 1 is hard to get through.
But also 23 episodes. I can't do it.
See, this is what I mean. There's just so much going on with Marvel that it's I don't. They're gonna screw up.
The thing is, the Agents of Shield, they already kind of said that anything that happened in that show is irrelevant.
It doesn't matter anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when after we watch Endgame and like there was a whole thing. I'm sure everyone's seen it. Spoilers where, Captain America goes back and then he lives out his life. That broke the whole timeline thing for me, and them going back and forth and time travel. And I was so mad. I couldn't sleep that night because I kept thinking about how it would make sense, and I just couldn't.
Well, they're planning to do that 10 more times right now with this What
Yeah.
If and Loki.
Yeah.
And the other one was
Start losing
what if like
people.
Kang comes in like in animated form as like the post credit scene.
Yeah, I think
I
they're
could see that.
losing people on the TV shows. Obviously, the MCU front, they're good with all the movies, and they're doing really well.
Yeah.
The next phase, like Shang-Chi was great. We're all excited for Spider-Man. I think it'll be fine, but I think the TV shows, if they're gonna try to make it too complicated, they're gonna start losing people.
Yeah, definitely. I think they can't overdo it. And I think the 6 episodes to 9 episodes are good.
Yes, I agree.
But Shang-Chi, I keep saying it wrong.
I think I said it wrong before too. Shang-Chi, yeah.
Shang-Chi and What If, I would love to see that actually. If
Yeah,
he came
right.
in.
Maybe
he's not in any of this, but season 2, I would love to see him.
Maybe they'll do each phases. So this was what, phase 1?
No, they jumped around all over.
Yeah, I guess they kind of did because they had like Black Panther isn't part of phase 1 either, right?
He's more like phase 4, 3.
4, yeah. And then they had Guardians. You're right. It was jumped around. Damn it. I got excited.
No, I would love to see him because anything with him, more of him in it.
I know. Yeah, same. I 100% agree. So I'm hoping lots of that in episode 9. And I hope they tie loose ends, but have like a good cliffhanger so people are excited for season 2 of it. And I don't think they should do more than 2 seasons.
No, I mean, they can just try and do something else. Like there's shows set for like years in the future. They got like 6 or 7 shows planned right now.
So much content.
Like the the Echo show, that's not even officially announced.
Yeah, and people are probably already hyped about it. The internet is first and gets you excited over everything.
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited for Moon Knight. That's my number 1 excited show right now.
Yeah.
It's Batman in Egypt. What else do you want?
Are we talking about DC?
No, this is a What If. This is a Marvel MCU show.
Batman?
No, I mean, he's pretty much Batman in Egypt.
Oh, he's Batman in Egypt. I was like, how did we switch to DC? I thought this was just
no.
How they're making a show about Batman in Egypt. I'm like, what?
Oh no.
Oh, but this guy is
the character. Moon
okay, got you. Okay. Yeah, you're right. What more can you want? I don't know. I'm excited for the last episode, but I'm also kind of wary because sometimes it's in a couple of these shows, the end is where they kind of screwed up. So
yeah, no, I'd say like I have medium expectations right now.
Yeah, we're managing expectations because we've been burnt in the past.
Yeah.
So man. Season 2, if they screw up this season, there's always season 2. So.
Or we won't be watching season 2.
Oh, we won't. I mean, unless they really screw up, we probably will be watching season 2. Let's be real.
No, I don't know. I wonder if there's be like a show that like we're just like not gonna watch it. They screw up that much. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder.
Yeah, I think if they start convoluting it too much, they're gonna start losing people. Like, I don't want to keep track of too many things. And I don't want to keep like understanding the world over and over again through different like means. Like, we're already getting confused with the timeline and the multiverse, and we don't really know how they meet and match each other. It's, if they do too much of the same stuff in different little areas, people are gonna get lost.
And to me, I don't feel like a lot of the times you don't need to think of it too hard.
You don't.
And that's when
But
when you do it, nothing will make sense.
Yeah, but they'll start pulling these little things that they've created in these different worlds into the movies, and it's gonna get confusing and convoluted. It is. It's just it's just how it's gonna go.
I mean, that's only now since they started messing with time.
Yeah, I think Marvel knows what it's doing, though. They have this crazy world built out, and they have it planned up until God knows when, right? So I wouldn't be too worried about that. All I'm gonna say is I think they, because of the time constraint with What If, not one episode has been at least longer than 15 minutes. So
no more than 30 minutes.
So
35 minutes.
Yeah, I don't foresee them having enough time to wrap everything off really nice, which might be their plan. So yeah. But other than that, I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of excited too. And then we got nothing for a while. So
yeah.
Better be good.
Wait, yeah, right? Hawkeye better be good.
Okay. I think that's it for today. It's been another episode of Raving and Reviewing. Talk to you guys
next time.